Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, so I want to talk about left hand technique tonight. It's making the best use of the four fingers. I mean, a lot of players, like, they seem to be just convinced that they can just, like, just get away with the three. But if we want to pursue this more progressive style of playing, with some quite wide stretches, then if we're not using like little finger, the pinky finger, then we're cutting down on what we can actually do. We're cutting down on what's actually available to us. So I just want to give you some ideas for like opening up like your left hand. And yes, I agree. But, before you start commenting, those Hendrix things, where like you've got your thumb over there, you can get these nice sort of front grips, and it sits on the pentatonic, and etc. etc. But if you actually think about it this way, like say I'm like that. If I put my thumb across my hand like this, that's locking up the bones of my fingers. So if I've got my thumb over there and I'm trying to do like sort of big stretches, I'm going to hurt my hand. It's just the way that like the way that the bones are in your hand. That if you're doing that, then you're locking the bones together. Whereas like if your hand is free, then you can actually train yourself to do sort of quite wide stretches. It helps if you've got long fingers as well, like the big ET fingers. But also like so the actual grip that I adopt, it's more like this, not that, but it's more like this. Some on the back is sort of around the middle, just slightly above. I mean, it's quite handy here because like, I've got this stripe on the back. But if you put your thumb just on the top of that stripe. You can move it down if like when we're actually getting like to some of these higher positions. So what this means is, let's see. So that's G. That's C. That's middle C. So if I play a C major. C major scale. Yeah. So I can play a C major scale starting on that finger there. I can play it starting on this finger. Now I could try on here. So you see, what I've got, the issue I've got here is like if I use in the open string, the open position, I'm automatically dropping into what I would be doing with this finger. Yep. So then we actually think about like playing some arpeggios as well. Yeah. Now so I can play an arpeggio like that. If you're doing that, you see what a stretch that is. Now I can do that. But you see, when you get to this one, it's better to use your pinky finger. And that has an advantage as well. Is that like if you want to add some extensions in. So roots C. If I want to I'd like the 7, which would be a major 7 in this case. The same here. Now, this is why that's important, because if I'm using this, start on this finger now. And so on and so on. And say also we want to do like some sort of wide, you know, like so there's those lengthy arpeggios, you know, over several octaves. See? Yeah. If I'm using my little finger. And so on. So if I'm using my little finger, it means I can actually play those bigger stretches. And they say like we want to do like a diminished run. Now there's like I can do that. Yeah. Yeah. You see what I mean? And this, I mean, there's another thing. I mean, I can't actually do it, but I mean, like, I think I saw J.K. Lee doing when he was in Ozzy's group. Rather than tapping, he did a thing where he put his thumb down, and he'd be doing this sort of thing. So you know that might be something to explore as well. You know, that would then give you like sort of 5 digits to play with. Matron. But you see what I mean? It's just like it just helps you get your fingers under control. It prevents like the hypertensions. It opens up the fretboard for you. It allows things like 4 notes per string rather than 3 notes per string. Forgot how to play it. And so on and so on. I hope you got something out of that. Okay, please comment below. Please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Right, thanks for watching.